I'm Julia from Aephoria Partners, and I'm here to talk about the 3 rules of cross-cultural coaching. Of course, it's a complete lie to say there are 3 rules, but I suppose I'm just going to offer you a kind of a framework that you can use to make sense of cross-cultural coaching. So I suppose the first rule is there's no rules. There are no rules that apply to every situation. It's up to you as a coach to feel your way through this situation. Be brave, but to be sensitive to what's happening to the person. Rules can lead to trouble. They can lead to arrogance. So it's important to know when you're dealing with anyone, particularly if it's in a cross-cultural context, you need to know that you actually have to feel your way through, and rules are not necessarily going to save you. A second kind of a rule is understand yourself. Know what people might think about you, what assumptions they make about you, about your skin color, gender, your background, your personality, what you're wearing. What assumptions are people likely to make about you? The more you can understand your impact, the better you can work in any situation, particularly in a cross-cultural situation. When you understand your impact, you can get a feel for how people might respond to you and how to work with them in the coaching conversation. If there were rules, then the third rule would be get used to failing. Many people think that failure is kind of like the end of the road. It means closure, it means disaster, it means you're not good enough. In this instance, failure is the end of that road and an opening to another way of connecting and communicating more effectively. So when we talk to another person, we might not always be able to offer them what they're wanting to hear. We might even offend them. We might offend them personally or culturally. And we might consider this a failure. This is not a failure. This is an exploration of how to communicate with people. So now we know we shouldn't be doing that. We should be doing this. The idea here is to get to know what works for that person, to find ways where you can offer them dignity and respect in the conversation. So when the conversation closes off in one direction, we must be grateful because it opens doors in other directions, and other directions that might offer us some more intimacy with our coaching client and dignity to the process of creating a more meaningful